Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Forward Public School e-learning class 9th subject biology chapter number 5 cell cycle. I am your teacher Seema Samin. Students, in the previous class we have done about meiosis 1. Now our fourth topic is meiosis 2, that is the continuity of meiosis, and we will also discuss significance of meiosis here. Students, now come toward page number 109 of your book, that is meiosis 2. So each of the two cells formed in meiosis 1 undergoes meiosis 2. Generally meiosis 2 resembles mitosis. Meiosis 2 वैसे resembles या similarity show करता है किसकी तरह? Mitosis की तरह, in a way where simply the separation of chromatids take place. जैसे उधर chromatids की separation थी, यहाँ पे भी just chromatid की separation होगी. However, it differs from mitosis in that parent cells have haploid number of chromosomes, parent cell having haploid number of chromosomes, and the daughter cells also receive haploid number, और daughter cells में भी haploid या half number बनेंगे. लेकिन अगर हम माइटोसिस को कंसिडर करें, माइटोसिस में क्या था? The daughter cells were receiving the same number of chromosomes as the number which are present in the parental cell or parent cell. Meiosis 2 consists of prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2 and telophase 2. So let's discuss these steps one by one. First come towards prophase 2. Prophase 2, the chromosomes become visible. These are the parental cell, telophase and cytokinesis as done in the previous, that is in meiosis 1. So these cells produce as a result of telophase 1, that is meiosis 1. And cytokinesis, it is still, the cells are not totally separated, still there is the, they are joined with each other. So the chromosomes become visible. Each chromosome comprises of a centromere and two chromatid. Each chromosome comprises of a centromere and two chromatid, a centromere and two chromatids. If you consider this one, this one, this one and this one, each and every one have such type of structure. The nucleoli and nuclear envelope disappear. Again, nucleoli and nuclear envelope disappear in the cytoplasm. Centrioles move to opposite poles. They move to opposite poles. Previously, like whenever telophase 1 done, so they remain on the pole. But now again, whenever cell enter in the meiosis 2, so again they migrate. They again start their migration. That is, one remain on one pole, the other move to opposite pole. Centrioles move to opposite poles and make spindle fibers and thread-like structure arise from them. Here they have shortest thread-like structure, but here they get elongated. From this, in this one cell, the centriole divides into two, and here in this one cell also it is divided into two, and spindle fibers or thread-like structure arise from them. Metaphase 1, that is this one. This is now prophase 1, where the centriole move to opposite poles. The chromosomes become thick, they become visible, the nuclear envelope and the nucleoli disappear. A new spindle fiber form around the chromosomes. Now come toward metaphase 2. The chromosomes attach with the spindle fiber and arrange themselves on the equator, forming an equatorial plate. Equator, that is center, equatorial plate. Look, the chromosomes now get attached with the spindle fiber and they arrange themselves in the center, or they get attached in the center, making a plate-like structure in both the cell called equatorial plate. That is, centriole move to the opposite poles, spindle fiber arise, chromosomes attached with the spindle fibers, and now chromosomes are existed in the center of the cell, this one cell and also in this one cell. Anaphase 2, the centromere of each chromosome divides due to the pull or pressure exerted by the spindle fiber. The spindle fiber now pull the chromosome at the point that is centromere. So in such way, each chromosome gets divided. The half part of the chromosome move to one pole and the half part move to the opposite pole, like this one. Here also, the chromosome gets divided, half side move to one pole and the other side move to the opposite pole. Same happened in this one cell, that the chromosome divided at the centromere by the pulling of the spindle fiber. Half part of the chromosome moved to one pole, half part moved to the opposite pole. In such way, the center of the cells gets freed. The sister chromatid separate. The sister chromatid separate. This was the sister chromatid was such one. Whenever it is pulled, so it's get separate. In such way, they move apart. Telophase 2, the sister chromatid of each chromosome reach to opposite poles. They reach to opposite poles. So like this one, the one pole and the second pole. The nucleoli and nuclear membrane reappear. The nuclear membrane and the nucleoli reappear. The cytoplasm then divides. The cytoplasm then divides. So in such way, and form four haploid daughter cell from the two cells entering meiosis. Look here, that is from the one cell two cells produce and from the second cell also two cells produce. So the two cells which entered in the meiosis 2, finally they give rise to further two cells, and in such way from the two cells how many cells produce? Four cells produce. But these two cells, their parental cell was one. So in such way, in the meiosis, from the one cell, finally how many cells produce? Four cells produce. That is 1, 2, 3, 4. A nuclear envelope forms around each set of chromosomes. The cytoplasm divides and four haploid daughter cells form. Look here, in this cell, in the parental cell, the chromosomes were in the form of pair. But whenever these two cells produce as a result of meiosis 1, so they receive half number of chromosomes or haploid number of chromosomes. And now their daughter cells, they also received half number of chromosomes. Clear? Look here also. Mitosis usually occurs in the somatic cell, that is body cells, and results in growth, healing of wounds, that is repairing from damages, while meiosis occur in germ cells, that is reproductive cells, during the process of sexual reproduction. Meiosis is all concerned with sexual reproduction, that is it is a process through which organisms reproduce or produce their young ones. So student, this was the end of meiosis. I hope you understand. Students, on page 110, we have some significance of meiosis or simply advantages of meiosis. Before going to these advantages, first come towards top of the page, that is test yourself. It is a type of activity we have, that is identify and label different stages of meiosis in the diagram given below. Here we have different diagrams which is concerned with meiosis. So you are going to write down names of these different stages. Now come towards significance of meiosis. The most important significance of meiosis is the formation of gametes for sexual reproduction. For the sexual reproduction, reproduction is simply the process where the union of the male and female gametes take place to give rise to new organism, or the young ones produced by the union of male and female gametes. What are gametes? Gametes are reproductive cells or simply sex cells. Meiosis is essential for sexual reproduction. That is, meiosis is important, or it is the most important part for sexual reproduction. In the animals, the parent cells with diploid number of chromosomes undergo meiosis to produce haploid gametes, sperms in males and ova in females. The whole body of the animal is diploid, that is, every cell is diploid. But the reproductive part of the body is such one where the cells undergo meiosis to give rise to cells, that is haploid gametes, that is sperms in males and ova in females. The male and the female gametes fuse together and make a zygote with diploid number. The union of male and female gametes take place during fertilization to give rise to a structure which is called zygote, which is diploid one. The zygote undergoes mitosis many times and develop into the new diploid organisms. And the zygote, after formation, passes through mitosis many times and develops into a new diploid organism. So in such way, meiosis help in the formation of new organism during the process of sexual reproduction. Let's discuss it through a diagram. Students, process of gamete formation is clear from this diagram. The process of gamete formation is called gametogenesis. When gametogenesis takes place in the male reproductive part, it is called spermatogenesis. And whenever it is take place in the female reproductive part, it is called oogenesis. So let's consider it's in the male reproductive part. The diploid cell, it is passed through meiosis, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And as a result of meiosis, in the male reproductive part, there are 4 haploid cells produced, which are called sperms or simply male gametes. In the female reproductive part, also diploid cell undergoes meiosis, that is meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. And as a result of completion of meiosis, from the once diploid cell, how many cells produce? Here also four cells produce, where in these 4 cells, the 3 become non-functional, they degenerate. They are not involved in the fertilization. Only one cell become functional, which is called ovum or egg. So whenever fertilization take place, which is simply the union of male and female gamete or simply the union of sperm and the ovum, so it results in the formation of, that is, n plus n number when combined, going to give rise to 2n number, which is called zygote. Zygote, after repeated mitosis, going to give rise to a complete organism which having diploid number of chromosomes, that is 2n number of chromosomes. Students, gamete formation process also concerned with plants. In the diploid plants, the spore mother cells, that is with the diploid number of chromosome cells which are going to give rise to spores. In the plants, the gametes are called spores, that is male spores and female spores. So the spore mother cells, which are diploid cells, undergo meiosis to make haploid spores. Spore mother cells passes through meiosis and in such way the diploid number get reduced to haploid number or simply haploid spores are produced. These spores grow into haploid structures which produce haploid gametes by mitosis. So in the haploid structure, haploid gamete produce and the gametes combine to produce the diploid zygote. Same like plants, animals, the spores combine or the gametes combine in the plants and give rise to diploid zygote. The zygote undergo repeated mitosis, that is again and again mitosis, to become the new diploid plants. So in such way, in the sexually reproducing plants, meiosis also play an important role in the formation of new organism. Students, here we have another important significance of meiosis, that is genetic variations during sexual reproduction. Whenever sexual reproduction take place, so it results in genetic variations. Variation means changes. Just consider the species of human being, suppose. So in the human being, there are different variations existed regarding color, that is complexion, regarding hair, regarding height. So it's all about meiosis. ह्यूमन बीइंग में जितनी वेरिएशन या चेंजेस एग्जिस्ट कर रही है, ये सब के सब किस वजह से है? meiosis से. सिर्फ ह्यूमन बीइंग में नहीं, बाकी भी डिफरेंट स्पीशीज में, आइदर प्लांट्स और एनिमल्स. So meiosis helps to create genetic variation among the offspring. Offspring mean new organism or the young ones. During meiosis, the chromosomes of each parent undergo genetic recombination. If you remember from the topic of meiosis, there were the genetic recombination take place. Crossing over phenomena take place which results in the genetic recombination or simply the exchange of genetic material. It produces gametes with different genetic combination. So as a result of crossing over, whenever gametes were produced, they were they were the recombined one. They were containing some exchange parts. Gametes fuse to form zygote with different genetic combination. Whenever such gamete participate in the fertilization and zygote produce, so zygote have different genetic combination. That is, zygote is not exactly like the parent, either male or female, either mother or father. There must be changes in the genes or in the genetic, there must be genetic variations. Thus, meiosis allows a species to bring variations. Due to meiosis, in any species, there is variations arise to handle the changes in the environment, to be cope up or to be move with the environment. For that, if suppose we consider all organism in the nature, if we consider human being, suppose all the human being having the have the same size and shape and color, so there must be difficulties. So due to meiosis it become easy to be, these variations help a species to survive or to be handle the different changes of the environment. Students, here we have some scientific information on page 110. Many organisms are haploid, for example, fungi and many unicellular protists, that is, eukaryotic unicellular organism, for example, amoeba, etc. जो कि haploid organism है, whole body haploid होती है. So they make haploid gametes by mitosis. वो फिर अब उनमें फिर meiosis नहीं होता. They make their gametes but by mitosis. When gametes fuse, diploid zygote is formed. जब haploid gamete fuse हो तो उससे क्या बनेगा? Diploid zygote is formed or produced. The diploid zygote undergoes meiosis and make 4 haploid cell. Diploid zygote फिर meiosis के थ्रू पास होता है और टोटल में 4 haploid cells. These cells undergo mitosis to create the haploid organisms again. वो सेल्स फिर माइटोसिस के थ्रू पास होते हैं और फाइनली दे चेंज इनटू हैप्लॉइड ऑर्गेनिजम्स. ठीक है, यानी द होल बॉडी इज हैप्लॉइड. whenever the organism is going to give rise to new generation, so they produce the same haploid gametes. Haploid gametes combine to make diploid zygote. The diploid zygote which produce, it passes through meiosis, that is 2 stages of meiosis, and as a result from the one zygote how many cells produce? 4 cells are produced, but these cells, and then these cells undergo mitosis to give rise to a complete organism. Students, here on page 110 we have some terms which are concerned with cell death, that is apoptosis and necrosis. So let's discuss these terms one by one. First come towards apoptosis. Apoptosis is sometimes called programmed cell death. It is a way to remove unwanted cells. During apoptosis, cellular contents are not released and inflammation or burning does not occur. The apoptotic cells are rapidly engulfed or eaten by their neighbors and removed. Programmed cell death is a normal and necessary event of normal development. हमारी बॉडी में unnecessary cells or unwanted cells, they are removed by a process which is called apoptosis. लेकिन it is a such process which is not causing any inflammation and burning, जिससे कोई inflammation या burning cause नहीं होता और हमें apparently ये change feel नहीं होता. And in such way unwanted cells are removed. We have some example of this process. For example, in the frog, during metamorphosis, the tail of tadpole disappears by apoptosis. Metamorphosis कहाँ लिखे? Metamorphosis is a process by which animal undergo extreme rapid physical changes sometime after birth. Metamorphosis वो process है जिसमें animal पास होता है through different developmental stages which is appear in the form of rapid physical changes. और एज अ रिजल्ट अ कंप्लीट ऑर्गेनिज्म इज प्रोड्यूस। सो जब फ्रॉग में मेटामॉर्फोसिस हो तो फर्स्ट एग से एक दूसरा डेवलपमेंटल स्टेज प्रोड्यूस होता है जिसको लार्वा कहते हैं, विच इज़ कॉल्ड टेडपोल, एंड देन टेडपोल गिव राइज टू फ्रॉग। सो जो टेडपोल से फ्रॉग फॉर्मेशन है, टेडपोल हैव अ टेल बट फ्रॉग डू नॉट हैव अ टेल। सो ये टेल का जो डिसअपेयर हो जाना है, दिस इज डन बाय एपोप्टोसिस। सेकेंड एग्जाम्पल आप देखें, ड्यूरिंग ह्यूमन डेवलपमेंट द वेब प्रेजेंट बिटवीन फिंगर्स डिसअपेयर्ड बाय एपोप्टोसिस। ह्यूमन बीइंग बॉडी की भी जब डेवलपमेंट हो रही होती है तो इन द स्टार्ट, दैट इज ड्यूरिंग द एम्ब्रियो डेवलपमेंट और फॉर्मेशन, फिंगर्स में देयर इज membrane present, but with the passage of time this membrane disappear and finger gets a bit apart from each other. तो ये वेब का डिसअपेयर हो जाना, इट इज़ ऑल्सो डन बाय एपोप्टोसिस। थर्ड एग्जाम्पल आप देखें, इन द एडल्ट ऑर्गेनिजम्स, fully developed organism, the number of cells is kept relatively constant through apoptosis and division. एक एडल्ट ऑर्गेनिज्म में जो कि मेचोरिटी पे पहुंच चुका हो, यानी बॉडी कंप्लीटली प्रोड्यूस हो चुकी हो, द नंबर ऑफ सेल इज केप्ट रिलेटिवली कांस्टेंट, नंबर ऑफ सेल रिमेन कांस्टेंट, एबनॉर्मल डेवलपमेंट सेल्स की नहीं होती। और ये डिविजन या ये प्रोसेस इसको किसने मेंटेन किया होता है? बाय, इट इज़ ऑल्सो डन बाय एपोप्टोसिस। सिंपली एपोप्टोसिस के थ्रू हमारी बॉडी में एक नॉर्मल नंबर ऑफ सेल्स मेंटेन रहता है। Students, here on page 112 we have a term or process which is called necrosis. Necrosis is the death of most or all of the cells in an organ or tissue due to diseases, injury or failure of blood supply. ये किसी भी ऑर्गन या टिश्यूज़ में सेल्स की डेथ है, या तो ऑल सेल या सम सेल, ड्यू टू रीजंस क्या हो सकते हैं? डिजीजेस, इंजरी, कोई ज़ख़म या मिसहैप, और फेलियर ऑफ ब्लड सप्लाई, या फिर उस ऑर्गन या टिश्यू को ब्लड सप्लाई पॉसिबल ना हो। अ नंबर ऑफ टॉक्सिक केमिकल्स और फिजिकल इवेंट्स लाइक एक्सपोजर टू टॉक्सिन, जहरीली चीज़ें, रेडिएशन, हार्मफुल रेडिएशन, शुआएं, हीट, trauma, that is injury or damage, lack of oxygen due to blockage of blood flow etc. can cause necrosis. necrosis के causes क्या है? किस वजह से सेल्स की डेथ हो सकती है? केमिकल्स की वजह से, फिजिकल प्रोसेसेस जैसे कि टॉक्सिन वगैरह की इनटेक से, जहरीली चीज़ें लेने से, रेडिएशन को में एक्सपोजर से, हीट से, ट्रॉमा, इंजरी या फिर डैमेज से, या लैक और एब्सेंस ऑफ ऑक्सीजन ड्यू टू ब्लॉकेज ऑफ ब्लड फ्लो, या उस पार्ट तक, उस रिस्पेक्टिव पार्ट तक ब्लड जो है उसकी फ्लो पॉसिबल ना हो। एज नेक्रोटिक सेल बिगेन टू डाई दे स्वेल अप। नेक्रोसिस में सेल्स की जब डेथ हो गई या हो रही है तो वो क्या हो जाते हैं? दे स्वेल अप एंड होल्स अपेयर इन द प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन, और प्लाज्मा मेम्ब्रेन में क्या बन जाते हैं? होल्स। एंड इंट्रासेल्युलर मटीरियल, इंट्रासेल्युलर मटीरियल मीन material inside the cell, material spill out or come out into the surrounding environment. necrosis के रिजल्ट में क्या हो जाता है? inside the cell the material going to be released to outside environment. here in the diagram we have necrosis of cells in a leaf. इस लीफ में आप देखें, आपको necrosis नज़र आ रहा है कि ये कुछ जगह they become yellow. So these are the sign that cells are die here at the specific area or parts. Students, here on page 112 we have some information that is science, technology and society. आप देखें यहाँ पे, human growth and development are dependent on cell division. ह्यूमन ग्रोथ यानी बॉडी ग्रोथ और हमारी डेवलपमेंट, इट्स ऑल अबाउट द सेल डिवीजन. इट इज़ टोटली डिपेंडेंट ऑन सेल डिवीजन. सेल की डिवीजन होगी तो हमारी ग्रोथ और डेवलपमेंट पॉसिबल है. हाउ एवर द अनकंट्रोल्ड सेल डिवीजन में लीड टू द ट्यूमर्स फॉर्मेशन इन द टिश्यू. लेकिन कभी कभी सेल डिवीजन अनकंट्रोल वे में हो जाती है जिससे टिश्यूज़ में क्या बन जाते हैं? ट्यूमर्स, ग्रुप ऑफ अनवांटेड सेल्स और सम bunches of unwanted cells. Tumors may be cancerous or non-cancerous. ये ट्यूमर्स कैंसर काजिंग भी हो सकते हैं और नॉन कैंसर्स भी हो सकते हैं. देयर आर वेरियस टाइप ऑफ कैंसर्स इन द बॉडी डिपेंडिंग अपॉन द टिश्यूज वेयर दे डेवलप, सच एज इन स्किन, बोन्स, कार्टिलेज दैट इज सॉफ्ट बोन, मसल्स, ब्लड एंड ब्रेन. यानी ट्यूमर फॉर्मेशन पे डिपेंडेंट है कि वो कहाँ बनते हैं. दैट इज़ स्किन में बनते हैं, बोन्स में, कार्टिलेज में, मसल्स में, ब्लड में या फिर ब्रेन में. सो डिपेंडेंट ऑन देयर फॉर्मेशन द बॉडी पार्ट डेवलप द cancer or may be protected from cancer. Nevertheless, the mature cells, for example the nerve cells, that is cells of nervous system, use their energies and resources in the functions for which they are specialized. Therefore, they do not divide. यानी इसके बावजूद कुछ सेल्स, कुछ मेच्योर सेल्स हमारी बॉडी में ऐसे हैं, अगर हम एग्जांपल ले लें नर्व सेल्स की, कि वो अपनी एनर्जी को और रिसोर्सेज को यूटिलाइज करते हैं टू बी कैरी आउट देयर फंक्शन और वर्क. सो इन सच वे देयरफॉर दे आर नॉट डिवाइडिंग अगेन एंड अगेन, एंड इन सच वे देयर आर लेस चांसेस ऑफ ट्यूमर फॉर्मेशन इन दीज एरियाज. यहाँ आप देखिए साइंटिफिक इंफॉर्मेशन को. A vascular necrosis, AVN, is a disease that occurs from temporary or permanent poor blood supply to bones, leading to the death of bone tissue. जब कभी बोन को प्रॉपरली यानी टेम्परली या फिर परमानेंट ब्लड सप्लाई जो है वो ना हो रही हो, तो ऐसे में बोन टिश्यूज़ की क्या शुरू हो जाती है, डेथ, विच इज़ कॉल्ड अ वेस्कुलर नेक्रोसिस. This process can lead to tiny breakages in the affected bone, which eventually or finally collapses. यानी फाइनली वो बोन क्या हो जाता है, दैट इज़ गोइंग टू बी डीजेनरेट, दैट इज़ गोइंग टू बी ब्रोकन डाउन, क्योंकि स्लोली एंड ग्रेजुअली दिस वेस्कुलर नेक्रोसिस दे डेवलप ब्रेकेजेस इन द बोन्स बिकम डी शेप. Students, come to page number 114 of your book. Here we have exercise. Question number 1 is encircle the best suitable answers. Here we have some statements and their options. So we are going to circle the correct option. The first one is all of the following are true for meiosis except. We have 4 option जिसमें से 3 meiosis के साथ मैच करते हैं and 1 is exceptional. So circle the one which is not matched with the meiosis. First is there is no DNA synthesis between the division, that is DNA synthesis take place. The result is 4 cells with haploid number of chromosomes. It is also matching. Third is meiosis does not contribute to the genetic diversity in population. Genetic diversity means changes in the genes, or that is the variation in the living organism. And fourth is fusion of 2 products of meiosis produce a zygote. So इसमें से ये फर्स्ट A, B and D ऑप्शन तो meiosis के साथ मैच है, but the third one, the C, meiosis does not contribute to the genetic diversity in population. This is wrong. Meiosis always contribute to the genetic diversity in population. Population में जो changes आती है, जो variations आती है, diversity या variety आती है, it's all due to meiosis. सेकेंड आप देखिए, इफ़ 2n equal to 8 for a particular cell, then the chromosome number in the X cell after meiosis would be, n represent number. So if 2n equal to 8, so what will be the number which will be multiply with 2 will be equal to 8, that is 12, 10, 8 and 4. So the correct option is 4. Whenever 2 multiply with 4, it results in 8. So for a particular cell, then the chromosome number in the X cell after meiosis would be, यानी कि meiosis के लिए यहाँ पे क्रोमोसोम का नंबर कितना होना चाहिए, 4. थर्ड आप देखें, ड्यूरिंग विच स्टेज ऑफ meiosis do the chromosomes have the least amount of DNA, that is less amount of DNA. Prophase 1, prophase 2, telophase 1 and telophase 2. So it is telophase 2 because after telophase 2, the cells which are produced after meiosis, they have the 4 cell, they have the least number of chromosome at this one stage. फोर्थ आप देखिए, विच स्टेटमेंट कंसर्निंग बोथ माइटोसिस एंड मायोसिस इज करेक्ट. सो हेयर वी हैव 4 ऑप्शंस, जिसमें हमने देखना है कि कौन सा जो ऑप्शन है वो मायोसिस और माइटोसिस दोनों पे फिट आता है या दोनों के लिए जो है वो हम यूज़ करते हैं. सो मायोसिस प्रोड्यूस 4 हैप्लॉइड सेल while mitosis produce 2 diploid cell. This is correct. Meiosis produce 4 diploid cell while mitosis produce 2 haploid cell. This is wrong. Meiosis maintain the number of chromosome while mitosis reduce it. This is also wrong. Prophase 1 of mitosis results in the formation of a tetrad but not in the prophase 1 of meiosis. This is also wrong. So the correct option is the first one. Meiosis produce 4 haploid cells while mitosis produces 2 diploid cells. फोर्थ आप देखिए, ड्यूरिंग विच फेज ऑफ मायोसिस क्रॉसिंग ओवर अकर्स. सो इट इज़ टू सिंपल, दैट इज प्रोफेज 1, मेटाफेज 1, मेटाफेज 2 एंड एनाफेज 1. सो वी हैव डन अबाउट meiosis, that is prophase 1 is the stage where crossing over occur. The correct option is A. फिफ्थ आप देखिए, which of the following occurs during meiosis 1 but not during mitosis. इनमें से वो ऑप्शन बताना है जो कि मायोसिस में तो मायोसिस 1 में होता है बट माइटोसिस में नहीं. द क्रोमैटिड्स ऑफ ईच क्रोमोसोम आर सेपरेटेड. Synapses and crossing over occurs. The nuclear envelope breaks down. So the correct option is synapses and crossing over occurs. Synapses and crossing over, they are concerned with meiosis 1 and they are not taking place in the mitosis. Correct option is B. Now come toward page number 115, that is statement number 6. Meiosis take place in which of the following organs? Testes, lungs, heart and stomach. So we have done about meiosis. It is concerned with the reproductive parts. So the correct option is testes. Number 7 is two sister chromatids are collectively called chromosomes, centromere, multichromatid or homologous pair. So the simple term is they are called chromosomes, the first one. नेक्स्ट आप देखें, ड्यूरिंग द प्रोसेस ऑफ रीजनरेशन द टाइप ऑफ सेल डिवीजन इज ओनली फर्स्ट meiotic division, both meiotic divisions, mitosis and all of them. So the correct option is mitosis because regeneration is concerned with mitosis. It is the significance of mitosis. Last आप देखिए, which of the following statement are true about homologous chromosomes? They are identical. They pair up during meiosis. One partner of the homologous pair move to the each daughter cell, and last is all of them. So the above 3 options, they all are corrected regarding the homologous chromosome. They are identical, that is same. They pair up during meiosis, it is also correct. And one partner of the homolog pair move to the each daughter cell, so it is also correct regarding the homologous chromosomes. Student, now we have short questions and long questions regarding this chapter, that is cell cycle. So for these questions you will have notes to be solved the question from the notes. This was the end of our chapter. I hope you understand it well. Thank you.